Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here, coming at you with a different kind of video today. Wanted to take this opportunity to kind of go through some family, I guess, heirloom kind of stuff, some genealogy, family historical related pieces. They're special to me. Um, Now I understand not that many people are into this kind of thing, so maybe like 5 or 10 people watch this video, but that's okay. I kind of wanted to take this opportunity to kind of document this for my family and close friends that might have interest in this, and then whoever else might stumble across this video might be interested as well. So actually, on this day that this video is going out was the day my grandfather on my mom's side was born. He also passed away that same day back in 2019, December 16th. So today would be his 87th birthday. And I found this trunk. I forgot I had it. It was underneath some boxes of cards and things in my room while I was cleaning it out, making some more room. I was like, oh yeah, I need to go through this. This was some stuff that my grandma wanted me to have after they both had passed, and because I had taken an interest in the genealogy and family history, um, my mom made sure to set it aside for me. So there was some stuff in here from my great grandmother that my grandpa, I believe, took with him after she passed, I'm assuming, or this could have been stuff that he took with him to Colorado when he came out here. I'm not entirely sure, but for the most part, this should be stuff from my grandpa's family. So I have a lot of stuff from my grandma's family, but I haven't really shown you much from my grandpa's family. So thought this would be a fun video to do. Um, just kind of commemorating my grandpa um, and his family. So we'll go ahead and open it. I had started going through it, just looking a little bit at the top, and then I realized I was like, you know what, I should. This could be a fun video. So um, this is just an empty envelope. There wasn't anything in it, but this is pretty cool. I saw this and I was like, I need to do a video. Um, so a story was told to me, if I can remember right, from my grandpa. This was actually a pretty famous photo around the time in their county, Potter's County and surrounding area in Pennsylvania. I guess this bear was the largest, I believe, it was the largest black bear at the time um, caught. It was killing a lot of livestock and causing a lot of problems. So I believe that's a great great grandfather of mine. I do apologize. I cannot remember his name. I'm sure it'll come to me eventually. Um, Normally, I could have my ancestry family tree pulled up, but since I'm filming on my phone, I don't have any other way to film and look at that. So, but I do have a special place I can put this. I think it would look nice for now. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and get this out. But yeah, um, I think he may have had the newspaper too. But there's also a book, a family history book of the Burrous family, Burrous and Conable family, which um, might be in here, or I might have it somewhere else, or we didn't find it. I'm not entirely sure, but I know we were looking for it. So I will have to keep looking out for that. But that one I thought was pretty cool. Um, so this is from my great grandmother, Minnie. This is a book from the First National Bank of Gailton, Pennsylvania. This looks like her little um, registry of finances. So very cool. We got the Gailton Joint School. Um, I believe my both of my great grandmothers were teachers, if I remember right. So that would probably be why she had this photo. 1955. Or my see, my grandpa would have been already graduated by then. I think, yeah, because he was born 35. So yeah, this would be really cool to save and maybe frame. It's a Potter County map. I don't know if I should open this all the way because don't want to break it. But yeah, got Genesee, Ulysses. You got a Couder Sport. That would have been a lot of areas where my Gailton, where my grandparents were from. Germania Station there. So I think that's definitely something worth keeping, potentially framing. So I thought that was cool. I mean, frequently called numbers. Wow. I highly doubt. I'm sure it's okay to show this. I highly doubt these people are still around. But this is just some stuff my grandma, I guess, had that my grandpa went ahead and kept. She remarried, so she was Leroy. So there's an old envelope from 1992. Here's some postcards. I think they were postcards and pictures. So Henry S. will probably get a kick out of these. That is B&O Switchback near Gailton, Pennsylvania. Unused postcard. That is... can't read it. Oh. Wreck at West Street Bridge, Gailton, Pennsylvania, 1949. So a truck went off the bridge, and somebody made a postcard of it. I bet you these are some postcards Henry's never even seen. I got Main Street, Austin, Pennsylvania, looking west. Ooh, what happened there? This one's actually, that's from my great-grandfather, Seth Conable. He passed away when my grandpa, I believe he said he was 10 years old. So my grandpa wasn't quite born yet here in 1930. But very cool. This is a little postcard to my, looks like to my grandma, Minnie, from maybe her dad. It's from like 1928, looks like, or 25. We've got the mall looking south, the Pennsylvania State College, Pennsylvania. And we got State Capitol from Fort Washington and Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And this one, actually these have some notes on them. Pennsylvania State College, Pennsylvania. That's to my grandpa there, Mr. John Conable. So that'll be fun to read. This is Cross Fork, Pennsylvania, 1905. Landing logs near Cross Fork, Pennsylvania. Also Cross Fork, Pennsylvania. We got looks like a trout. Yep, brown trout, 18-inch brown trout. Cotton Baines, Pennsylvania. Boucher, Gatineau, Quebec. Not sure. Lives in Canada. High water mark of the Civil War, Gettysburg, Virginia. So there's a Gettysburg item. That one is got some writing on the back. So some of these have writing, some of these are not used. There's a Germania Station oil drilling rig. Cherry Springs near Gailton, Pennsylvania. There's an old house. Collins Funeral Home in Gailton. We want you. Stop a minute, lady boy. Won't you turn and go back with me and park your car at the classroom door? We need you so much, don't you see? What in the world does that mean? Lady boy. Another time, man. 1927. Interesting postcard there. I'm resting by the sea. Get it? Dad joke. Here's something my grandma must have kept. Yep. When things go wrong and you're feeling blue and the clouds are dark and gray, when you've done your best and feel that you are losing your grip each day, when your heart lies heavy within your breast and you're sick of the ceaseless trying, it cheers when you smell as you reach your nest the steak and onions frying. So it looks like June 5th and 6th. Commencement exercises, senior class, Galen High School. I don't know if that's for, I'm guessing that's for my grandma. It could be she saved it as a class placement for my grandpa or her other sons, or that's actually for her high school. I'm not entirely sure. We got a voting. Oh, she made the news. There we go. That's my grandma, Miss Minnie Leroy. After she'd remarried, a surprise birthday party was held Saturday, June 17th at Germania Station in honor of Minnie Leroy after being crowned queen for the evening, and a table grace given by her son, Willis Conable, a delicious tureen dinner and time of fellowship enjoyed by Minnie and her husband. So that's pretty cool. Found some more postcards. Dairy Cattle Barn, Pennsylvania State College. Hotel Gettysburg. Sorry, I didn't put them in order. Bears repeating a hearty hello. View of Jackson Square from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. And Pennsylvania State Capitol, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Here it looks like we have a from a game, I can't remember what these called, Liberty High School, Liberty, Pennsylvania. My grandpa played basketball in high school, so this would be right there with it. Which here, I'll be right back. I'll go get you a photo from that here. I knew I should have grabbed this. Oh, this would have been around that time. Pretty much looks exactly like me. Well, I look exactly like him, I guess. So, yeah, Tioga County. Oh, is there any names that made it on there? There's my grandpa right there. Champions, John Conable. That's pretty cool. I got a music festival from 1951. So I believe he was in there. And this is from 1952. There was they told me a story that before my grandparents met each other, they were actually in the same like music concert or whatever years prior and didn't know it. And their names are listed in something like this. This may not be the one, but there was one year that they were both in it at the same time. So, mysterious how God works. Here's a retirement banquet for my grandma, 1968 looks like. So, she retired from teaching then. This looks like some sort of a, she saved a memorial for Charles Conable. I think he was a cousin. There's a memorial service for Charles Conable, yeah. It's from 1999. When I started getting the pictures, I was like, I probably should show these. So that's my great grandma there. And then we got her when she was really young. She was a tall lady. She was about 5'11". So my grandpa was 6'4", and I think his dad was probably about the same. So my dad's 6'3", so you wonder where I get my height. I'm 6'4", so right there. Here's Future Farmers of America. I believe my grandpa's in there somewhere. One of these photos there. Got a guestograph. So this has been a bunch of people that came. Badlands, South Dakota. 1959. Not sure who this would have been for, but they saved it. There's my grandpa right there. And that's Uncle Fred, the oldest brother. I've got his flag saved here at my house after he passed away, because I didn't have any family to take it. There's the old house that Grandpa, I think, grew up in, I believe. Here's a great uncle. I can't remember his name, but it might have been Robert. I'm not sure. Oh, I should just look at Harry Burrous. That's an uncle. Yeah, there's my grandpa right there. He's must have still been in high school then. So that's really cool. There's another picture of my grandma that we saved. I don't know how much record time I have on this, but there we go. There's Grandma and my Uncle Seth. I guess my Grandpa Seth. My Grandpa Seth was actually not that tall. But I got all my height, I guess, from her side of the family. And there's my Uncle Mark. He passed away in 2013. And we miss him very dearly. I believe that's another really young picture of my grandma, my great grandma. There she is with the violin. There we go. There's my grandpa, my Uncle Willis, and Uncle Fred, all of whom served in the Air Force. And Uncle Willis and Uncle Fred were highly decorated pilots. My grandpa wanted to be a pilot, but he was not. He said he wasn't able to do something, so he chose to go into the refrigeration side of things, and they taught him that skill in the military, and he performed that career throughout his life. So he got to go on top and underneath all sorts of buildings throughout the Denver metro area for many years, providing refrigeration. Here's a Norman Rockwell ornament. Should probably put that on the tree. Here's a really old photo. This is the Burrous family, I believe. Really, really old. Here's the grandfather. This is that man right there. And all the extended family. So, wow. So that's definitely a keeper right there. What is this? Oh, wow. I believe this is the family crest. I didn't know I had this. I'm assuming that's what that is. That is really cool. I don't know if I'll have to show that to my mom. Well, she sees it, so wow. I'm going to set that one to the side. I don't think I've ever seen the Conable family crest. I've seen the Craig family crest on my dad's side. The history biography prepared individually for the Conable surname on May 24th, 1974, at the request of Mrs. Minnie B. Conable, Gilton, Pennsylvania. That's the coat of arms. That's the coat of arms right there. Wow. That definitely needs to be kept safe and probably not in this trunk. I'm glad I decided to go through here. There we go. There's some more close-up pictures of the Burrous. My great, either 2 or 3 times great grandparents. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, this one's empty. So maybe that one was in it. I'm not sure. Record of various. It's all tied. What is this? So, this is high school. Oh, this is one of her notebooks for school, I guess. She's got a bunch of old plants, plant analysis. So there we go. There's some more old photos. Nothing on the back. It might be on the actual back of the photo. Some really old. I don't recognize anybody in there. I'm not entirely sure if that's the Burrous family or Conable family. There's an old church. That one's really faded though. Something happened to it. Oh, that's where the address for the picture. So that probably was a school photo, an old school photo. Yeah, there's my grandpa's graduation photo. He's right there in the middle. This is pretty cool. Some old photos. 1929. That would have been my grandpa, great grandpa. Some more old photos. I think that. No, it's not Niagara Falls. There's my grandma. So lots of old photos in there. From Jack. Not entirely sure who that would be from. There's another graduation photo. This is probably Uncle Willis or Uncle Fred, I'm assuming, in here. But I don't see them. So I'm not entirely sure. Well, it might be Uncle Willis right there. It's like we got a few old negatives. Here's one that they blew up for my grandma's picture of her and my great grandpa together. So it's a pretty happy photo for them. It's pretty cool. Got some old frames, some random stuff in there. There's Seth Conable. That would have been my great-grandpa, I believe. Some sort of medallion. There's some more postcards. There's another one of those switchbacks. I think that was the first one we showed. Coal mining. Got an old newspaper clipping. Not entirely sure why that was saved. Some old letters to my grandma that I'll have to maybe go through and decode. South Dakota. My grandpa was stationed in South Dakota. I'm guessing he must have picked these up to bring back. These are just like, looks like some old cards, birthday cards and things, Mother's Day cards. And Edith Burrous, so that would have been great-grandma, I believe. Really old souvenirs. The school was 1915. Wow. Wedding invitations. Some more newspaper clippings. 1903. So we'll have to go through those in more detail. There's, it looks like that might be my grandpa right there. Future Farmers of America. Save that, must save that for a reason. Some obituaries, I guess, people she knew. There's my grandma. Yeah, she was a teacher. I guessed right. So she is making the town newspaper. Conable named head of World Bank. I think they say this because they weren't sure if he was related or not, if I remember right. Or he was like a distant cousin. Oh, some more obituaries. Baby bulletin. This would have been how everybody got their news. Tropical snake in Indiana. Not sure, this is from 1961. Not sure why she saved that one. There's been something in there. My grandma must have been a detective too. I don't know. Looks like most of these are obituaries, but wow. It's definitely really cool to go through this. I don't know if I'd seen all of it before, maybe just some of it at some point, but it's been a long time. So appreciate you taking some time and going through this with me. I look forward to getting a chance to go through it in more detail with my family. So thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye.